Hey Taurus, how you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're going to be doing your first half of August general reading here. We're going to start off with some animal energy and then get right into the cards. All right, let's see. What is the animal energy for Taurus? First half of August, please and thank you. Ooh, who else did this come up for today? Ugh, can't remember. Anyway, you got the Tarantula. Just off the top here, this feels like a response to getting something that you want. The Tarantula is a feeling of, the need to take your time. It can be feeling not so sure, right? About opportunities that come to you, or not really feeling sure-footed. But you gotta think of it this way too, like Tarantula cannot and will not be rushed. So, but there's a fine line, right? with this whole timing aspect. But the Tarantula at its core, it really needs to take its time before it can move forward in any direction. Literally, even when a Tarantula energy is handed like a huge pot of gold, it's like, let me take my time with this before I receive it. Like, that's the Tarantula energy, and that's why you gotta love it too. Is it just, energetically speaking, it must take its time. Whether the stimuli is positive or negative, it doesn't matter. It's gonna take its time anyway, right? Just absolutely will not be rushed. I love it for that. All right, let's see what's going on for y'all. Let's see what's going on. All right. What's going on for my bowls? Ooh, King of Swords, darlings. So King of Swords, air energy here. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. You could absolutely have some air, folks, in your atmosphere. But mostly, the King of Swords is a beautiful, beautiful boss type energy. He is a beautiful human lie detector. He absolutely knows when someone is lying to him and or themselves, but he'll never let them know. He'll just catalog it for future reference, really. And I kind of love him for that, for that reason. But, overall, the King of Swords sees things really clearly and is very confident and sure. Right? There's no backpedaling, there's no self-doubt, just very, very sure of what he sees, what he knows, and the decisions that he makes, also the decisions that he has made. So he doesn't go back to the past a lot. He doesn't feel the need. He really likes to live in the moment and then leaning on the future possibilities, right? There's no past energy. There's no room for that in a King of Swords energy. I like it. Okay, let's see what else is going on for my Taurus. My lovely bulls. Ooh, this has been coming up a lot today with this Page of Pentacles. This is a time for newness, fresh chapters. Remember when I said that this Tarantula could be a reaction to getting something that you really wanted? Yeah. So, Earth energy here, repping my Taurians. Tauruses? Whatever. Tomato, tomato. Repping your Earth sign selves here. I do feel like for some of you, remember, these can always be in the reverse. This can be an offer that is coming towards you, an offer that you are giving. I feel like it's kind of coming towards you, though, is what I'm feeling more, because I'm also drawn to this canary, which is, the energy and the lesson and the medicine of the canary, which is lining up really nicely with the King of Swords energy, who's a great communicator. But there's no frills with the King of Swords communication. Absolutely no frills, okay? The canary is about what you say and how you say it will have a profound impact on others. So choose your words wisely and kind of think before you speak. Again, with this Tarantula, taking your time right now, right? There's a new offer coming towards you. It could be financial or work-related in nature, or it could be romantic or relationship in nature, familial even, anything that has longevity to it. I'm just really drawn to these like flower garlands here, and it feels like an offer of a new relationship or new line of work that really fills your heart with joy. Does that make sense? Either way, it activates your heart chakra. That's absolutely what I'm feeling. Okay? But there is this sense of the need or being advised to take your time with this, which should come pretty easily to you as an earth sign. But sometimes sometimes when we're faced with something that's really excited or we really, really want it, it can kind of show us a side of ourselves that can even surprise even the most evolved of us, really, or even the most learned of us. Something to that here. Let's keep going. Let's keep it moving. This is going on for my bowls, for my bowl folk. I feel like some of you are writers. Or linking up with a writer, something to do with the written word or written communication I'm getting, okay? Boom, Ace of Pentacles. What did I say? Look. Ace of Pentacles is a huge offer. This represents engagement, getting engaged, or entering into a commitment of any sort with a hope or a promise of the long term. Can absolutely be financial as well, but this really feels like you are aligning into a new partnership, whether that's in the workplace or romantically speaking. Woohoo! Nice. I like it. You know, I keep getting this feeling of like no frills, no frills, no frills. I think this person that you're linking up with, or this new opportunity that you're entering into, it feels like they're kind of like a personality type. You're going to be around someone who is kind of a King of Swords energy, but I feel like it's very clear cut, concise, like it feels very sure of itself. And I don't mean that in a shady way. No shade. It really feels like it's just very like, yes, I'm sure of this. I'm sure of you. I'm sure that you're right for this job. I'm ready to offer you this job on the spot right when you interview. I'm sure that I want to enter into a committed relationship with you rather quickly. That's what it feels like. It feels very sure of itself, but in like a super positive way, which is really, really funny with this tarantula energy, because tarantula is not sure of itself. So this could either be you having a response to this stimuli, right? Or this really could be just kind of like, you know, this is what it's, you know, this is of the past. You're entering into a time that's very sure. Let's keep going, but it's very interesting. It's very, very interesting when the animal energy is a direct counterpoint to what I'm feeling intuitively within the cards in the reading. Fascinating. But you know, spiders also represent, and that's why I was saying the writers represent writers and creative types. And I do feel that within this reading very much so. Okay, let's get a clarifier for this King of Swords. Jeez Louise. Okay, this one's for this one. Okay, so King of Cups, to clarify that King of Swords, you better work. Listen, King of Cups is a beautiful feeler, very intuitive, but doesn't let his emotions run him or rule him. Unlike the Queen of Cups that can get overwhelmed by everything she picks up on and feels. The King of Cups is like, yeah, I'm very intuitive, I'm a bit of an empath. Well, not a bit of an empath, he's an empath. But I don't let my emotions kind of run the show. I just take it as information and I keep it moving. Good filtration system on both of these kings. And I do feel that. It's a really good filtration system. I do feel like you're linking up with someone, whether this is a boss, a coworker, or a new relationship, that is super, 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 super well balanced. Okay? You got the moon, darlings, to clarify the Page of Pentacles. Yes, this is a new offer. And yes, this is absolutely represents the unknown. Again, psychic ability coming up here. You could be, you know, experiencing a heightening of that or a heightening of that around this person. Sometimes when we meet a soulmate or, you know, someone in our soul family, right, and it's the right timing, it's almost as if they activate us in a way where our abilities heighten. We could even have a telepathic connection with them, right? But we activate them, they activate us. It feels like you're about to be activated by whatever this new offer is. And it feels like your psychic abilities are going to be activated, okay? And your artistry. I do feel like there's something in here about artistry, creativity. They could inspire you. The situation could inspire you. You can inspire them. Something like that, okay? This is gorgeous. I love it for you. Okay. Did I say this was Pisces energy? Pisces energy. Okay, let's get a clarifier for this gorgeous Ace of Pentacles here. But I do feel like you guys are going to be in a committed situation. Okay? Did you just see how that... Okay. Virgo energy here with the Hermit. This is why I'm so obsessed with this. And now the tarantula reveals itself. Let's talk. So guess what the Hermit is? The Hermit is the empath in the tarot. It is the empath here. So the empath is someone who feels others' feelings as their own, if you don't know. Okay? And the hermit is actively going inside oneself and removing one's energy from, external stimuli in order to, have their energy just be their own and come out of it, out of this time and enter into a place of enlightenment with their cup refilled, their battery recharged, and all this good stuff that, to relight the flame. Whoa, wait a dang minute. Oh, Lord. Okay. See how this is a turtle? You notice things when you notice them at the end of the day. You see how this is wrecked here by a turtle with this hermit here, which is what about? Like pace and movement and taking your time. And then we have the tarantula, which is about pacing and taking your time. There are a lot of things here. There are a lot of elements. There's a lot of, vibe around taking one's time. Okay. Cue music, stage left. There is a lot of stuff about pacing and taking your time. And it is around this huge offer that's going to be around a while. I'm kind of getting this feeling of like a dad energy. And like your dad saying to you, or like a dad figure kind of saying to you, like, well, if it's really meant to be, it'll still be there tomorrow. So why don't you go home and sleep on it? That's literally the vibe that I'm getting. You might have people in your atmosphere giving you that advice. You may be giving that advice to yourself. They may be getting this advice, whatever it is. But there's this feeling of like, oh my God, it's here and I'm so sure about this and they're sure about me and we have a telepathic connection and it just feels like this is where I'm supposed to be, whether this is a job or a person or a job and a person or a person at your job. You see what I'm saying? But this is huge. This is the big time. This is the major leagues, my darlings. And it really feels like there's this feeling of like, this inclination to, I really, really want to rush forward. And so because of that, I'm going to take my time. And it feels like a positive thing. Oh, they're showing me this scene from a movie and I can't think of what it is or the exact like quote, but it's within that realm of like, I really want to rush. And so because of that, I'm definitely going to take my time. And it feels sexy a little bit. It feels like mature and sexy. And it feels like, yeah, baby, I'm going to take my time. That's what it feels like. And please do, because I want to put it to you this way. Whatever this is for you, whether it's a work situation or, a new partnership, this is going to change things. If you're moving out of singleton into a committed partnership, your time is not going to be all yours anymore. You know what I mean? And if you're entering into a new work dynamic or a new home situation, things will inevitably change as a result of these happenings. And so because of that impending change, why not take your time? Do you know what I mean? And remember when I talked about at the beginning the fine line between taking your time and delaying, avoiding? You guys can do this. You know what I mean? But don't be afraid to take your time around this, especially if you feel the need to jump all in with both feet. It's okay. Just because you want to take your time doesn't mean that you're not feeling that it's right on. But you can definitely enjoy this time where you see where it's going before it settles. And, it's like the pre and into the honeymoon phase. Just enjoy the newness of it, right? That's what I'm getting for you guys. It's very sexy. I want a goddess. Let's get a goddess oracle from the bowls. This is so nice. It's so, so nice. And this is something that's going to be around for the long term. So there's really no need to rush, even though there is that feeling of like, I want it all. You know what I mean? I want it now. That's what it feels like. But it's like, it's okay to like take your time around this. It will be there. Enjoy the time before it cements into something, and enjoy the time before it cements itself into permanence is the point here. Okay? Let's get a goddess oracle. Oh, I just got shivvy me bivvies. Lakshmi, bright future, stop worrying, everything is going to be fine. And I feel like that is speaking directly to this tarantula. Okay, I'll talk about it, fine. I was feeling this and I was like, I don't want to, but I'll talk about it because Lakshmi came up here. Stop worrying, everything is going to be fine. Sometimes it can be scary getting exactly what we want, period. Sometimes it can be scary getting exactly what we want. Okay, why? Because even though it's something that we want, it's still change, and change in itself can have the potential to elicit fear and resistance and trepidation within us. And if I had to give one word to Tarantula, it would be trepidation. A T for a T, honey. I love a good alliteration, right? And I do feel like this might have this effect on you too, where it's like, and this could come from a lot of different places. This trepidation could be because you don't want to mess it up. Am I going to mess this up? Right? Trepidation because you really want this one to work out. You know what I mean? You may have fear of being hurt or fear of loss. It's like sometimes when we get exactly what we want, almost in that same moment, the fear of what if I lose it can hit us the minute we get it. Isn't that funny how that works? It's like, oh my God, I'm getting exactly what I want. It's you, it's this, it's you, it's this. Oh my God, now that it's here, I can't imagine not having it. What if I lose it? Let me take a few steps back. Okay, I do feel like this is gonna be different, this tarantula energy for you guys, but it's okay to take your time as long as it's, but be vigilant with yourself. Is it taking your time or is it, being overly trepidatious? Is it being overly cautious out of fear? Okay? Yeah, okay. Lakshmi, bright future again. Stop worrying. Everything gonna be fine. Okay? I love this for my bulls. This is beautiful. You better work with this. And all the yellow here is just beautiful. I think you're in for a really lovely August here. You better work. Okay, my lovely bulls. This was your first half of August general reading. I so hope this helped and resonated with you. If it didn't, it did. Please let me know in the comments below. I would just love that. Most of all, as always, just thank you so much for being here. And thank you for being you. And be well. Until next time.